Right. But so far I didn't tell anything about this phase angle. Let's try to understand what this phase angle means as well. Right. I hope other than this phase angle, I guess you are quite okay to see this signal, understand this signal means, and at the same time I may try to go to an Excel sheet as well. I hope you all see my Excel sheet. I took this graph, I took the graph, this Excel graph to my slide pack as well. For example, as I indicated, to see sine signals, I mean physically, you can use Excel and draw sine graphs. For example, I have drawn a sine graph by using this Excel flowchart, this application. Same way, in future you may do it through MATLAB as well. Now, why I want to go into this, say what you call Excel sheet, because I just want to tell something about this sine wave. For example, say I did this kind of a say Excel graphing. I mean nothing any other. I mean nothing complex, nothing called magic, but this simple Excel base graph property that I use to draw this particular sine wave. Of course, you also can do the same. There can be different ways to do it. I also found a particular way to do it, and why I found this way, because I can explain a lot of things over there. Therefore, I found a kind of a basic way of putting a graph there. Here I have two graphs. Let me remove one graph here. All right. Now this is a sine wave. This is simple sine wave. Right? Equation of this sine wave will be v theta equal, let me take, so equation of this sine wave will be say v theta equal, one second, right, now you can see it very clearly, v theta equal v max sine theta plus phase angle. But in this case, phase angle is 0. Phase angle is 0. 0 means this is the normal sine wave. And in this case, Vmax means 6. Vmax means 6. Vmax means 6. For example, when I draw this graph, I put 6 here. For example, if you want 8, I can put 8 so that this signal should become a little higher and touch this particular line. We'll see what it happens. Right, now it became 8. Therefore, this, whenever you put a value here for this particular part, maybe currently it is 8, your signal height become change. For example, if I put say 2 and apply and to all rows, now it become 2. Means this particular value is a constant value, and that value represents the maximum signal height. For example, now it is 2 because in this particular equation I put 2. I mean, this is how I wrote the equation. Don't worry. Whenever you draw it, you may be able to follow different ways. This one of the way that you can do. Likewise, for example, if I change this value to maybe 10, your signal height become change. Of course, change and apply to all rows. Now 10. That means this particular parameter of the signal shows the maximum value of the signal. For example, as I am referring voltage signal, now this Vmax shows the maximum voltage value, right? Why I came to this Excel, because I want to explain the same thing what I explained through the what you call slide over Excel, so that you may get it better, because I can do changes and show you how signal change based on my values, right? And at the same time, here this theta, this is the theta axis. When I draw the theta axis, I put certain values for theta and calculated this particular equation under this column. And now then after that, these two columns put into a graph by using graphical graphing facility of Excel, and that is how this particular graph came. This particular graph came. Same way I put I wanted to add one more graph as well. For example, if I put one here, you will see the other graph as well. Forget about that for the time being. Likewise, you can draw graphs by Excel, or rather you can draw signals by Excel by using Excel tool and see the behavior of signals. Let me put the original value called 6 again, right? Now what I am trying to do is I am trying to show what this phase angle does. This is my original sine signal that has zero phase angle. This is my original signal that has zero phase angle. Now here I am trying to add one more graph here. That graph also draw the same sine signal like what you see here. What you see here, but this signal has a phase angle. This signal has a particular phase angle, but here you don't have a phase angle. Signal equation is little maybe shorter. Here, as you have the phase angle as well plus mu as well, this equation is a little bit of longer. Now, for the time being, I am putting 30. Sorry, say 15. I am giving a 15-degree phase angle and put this signal in. Now, this second graph, this particular graph, I mean, if I remove this graph, you will see the first graph. First graph is a graph that has a dotted line. Second graph is a graph that has a solid line. This is my, for if I put zero phase angle, both graphs should coincide, because this dotted line graph is a graph sine signal that has a zero phase angle. They are same way, if I put the phase angle of this y signal, then this signal, dotted line signal and straight line signal should come together on top of each other or coincide. In other words, that's how. This is, here you have two signals coincide together. But if I give plus 15 phase angle, plus 15 degrees phase angle, see what happens. Your straight line signal came front to this direction. If I put minus 15, see what happens. If I add a minus 15 phase angle, it went back side. To see this better, I may put a plus 30. Let's say plus 60. It came to your left side because I am putting plus phase angle. If I put minus 60 phase angle, it go back to the right side. You may heard something called signal leading and lagging. This is what it means. For example, if I put plus 30 here, sorry, plus 60 here, this signal leaded. This signal jumped to my left side, screen left side. Why? This signal led. Now this is against this particular signal. That is what is called signal leading. Same way, if I put minus 60 here, minus 60 here, this signal lag means behind my original signal, right? Why I have this original signal? Just for reference only. With that reference, you may understand whether this signal go to the back side or right, the front side, or otherwise left side or right side, means lagging. Therefore, that is what phase angle does. In case if your signal has a phase angle, for example, in this case, my phase angle is say minus 60. Minus 60. If your phase angle has a what you call value, that means your signal maybe go to backside because you have a minus phase angle. Maybe your phase angle will be a plus phase angle. That means your signal advance against the original signal, against the signal that doesn't have a phase angle. That means original. I hope you got what this phase angle means, even though I didn't indicate that in my slide. Now you see what it means. This is also very important finding to be kept in mind for our future discussions. And at the same time, one more important point, maybe I am putting 0. Now you know what happens if I put 0 phase angle here. Means no phase angle, no forward movement, no backward movement, means this signal should coincide with this one. Let's see whether it's happened or not. Yes, it's happening as we expected. And at the same time, see, when I put say plus 60-degree phase angle, it led, but see the difference. I mean, this distance, there is no signal shape change. There is no signal shape change because this shape and dotted line shape and straight line or solid line shape both are almost same. Means in certain places those signals are, lines are parallel. Means there is no any signal shape changes. Wherever you have phase changes, you don't have signal shape changes. That is the second important point what you can note. In case if you have signal shape changes, it's dangerous. We call signal distortion. We don't like. In communication, we don't like. In mobile communication, we don't like, because if something becomes distorted, you can't recover it. You can't recover it. Therefore, the distortion, the word called distortion, is allergic to us mostly. Here, nothing called shape changes, nothing called distortion. Signal moving to the front direction or to the left direction, right? With this phase angle. That is the second most important finding. Third most important finding will be wherever there is a signal that has a particular frequency, in that case, if that signal get a phase difference, phase change, even if it has a phase change, its frequency will not change. Therefore, whenever you have a phase change or phase angle, your original signal frequency will not change, because your f or frequency will be under this theta. But here there is no f for frequency component, because you might remember for theta we can put what you call as 2 phi f. 2 phi f, of course 2 phi ft, right? 2 phi ft. Therefore, wherever you have phase changes, you may not have what you call frequency changes, right? That means phase changes will not impact to the frequency. Phase changes will not impact to the frequency. Frequency means f, right? That is also a very important finding. Those are the things which I wanted to explain you through this particular what you call Excel simulation. This is also kind of a simulation, but very fundamental simulation. But you may use what you call MATLAB-like software for simulation. But still, I propose you to try to draw a signal, sine signal, cos signal in Excel, because whenever you do draw Excel based sine cos signal by writing this kind of equations, of course you may need to think about how theta varying, how your x-axis scale should be, and in that case you may be able to understand the concept called signal period in a better way, because when in MATLAB you will just say sine something and put enter, like then you will see the signal. I mean, you don't want to uh, worry, very easy. But whenever you go to Excel, you may need to understand how you can draw the signal as well. For example, by writing those equation or whatever. Whenever you write the equation, you may need to think about say scale as well. I mean the height, how you get height, how you get the this particular axis scales and things like as well. Therefore, still I propose you to draw signals and understand these kind of things. I mean signal amplitude, signal variations and things like as well.